What is up, guys? Dan from the League 4 crew here, and we are here introducing a brand new league that we are entering, guys. The Alpha Pokemon League, the APL for short, and very special league. It's a new competitive league that offers cash prizes for basically the winner and I think the runner-up and maybe like 3rd or 4th place or something. So really interesting. We're going to have a lot of fun with it. You know, we're going to use this league as an opportunity to really test ourselves and kind of just have fun trying out new things. You can see. Well, actually, what I'll do, I want to bring up my draft. Can I do that? Can I bring up my draft? I can bring up my draft. Ignore the dates. That's my Wi-Fi team. We'll ignore that. Not Wi-Fi. APA team. But this is the team we have. We've got Weavile, Keldeo, Tangrowth, Meloetta, Carbink, Diggersby, Zapdos, Cofagrigus, Heracross, Salazzle, and Ferroseed. So in my mind, that's a really good team. Apologies in advance, guys. There's no face cam on this layout. Oh yeah, big shout outs to the guys over at APL, Bantix and the Real August. I believe it's those two who made the layouts and the thumbnails that you're seeing. It wasn't any of my doing, so brand new stuff for this league, which is really cool. Really good job that they've done. I kind of forgot where I was at. Yeah, you can see on the layout. That's it. You can see on the layout the team that we brought today. We brought Zapdos, Weavile, Keldeo, I forget names, Tangrowth, Heracross, and Cofagrigus. No team builder, just because again we don't really do them. Uploads are compulsory for this league, so you will be seeing every week of this battle. We are slightly behind, as we have been with all the APA stuff, but again we are very backlogged, but we are sorting it out. We are up against Frostfire, former APA contestant, and the Santa Monica Manaphys, and you can see that he has Manaphy, Mega Manectric, Excadrill, Gigalith, Dragolge, and Mienshao. So really scary team, really scary team. We're just going to put it on a normal speed, and we'll see. I think I led off Cofagrigus. Yeah, because I think I was the Toxic Spike set that I used against Jock. He gets the Intimidate off, he leaves Mega Manectric and just goes for a T-Bolt. Does 34%, I am especially defensive, and I get a Toxic Spike up. And at this point I think I just switch out. Yeah, I switch out into Zapdos. Take the Volt Switch, does 28%, and he is free to go into Dragolge. Just absorbs up that Toxic Spike. So a bit of a waste of a turn for us, but you just U-turn. Doesn't do anything, but we are happy to go back into Cofagrigus, take the Sludge Wave. We are down to 50%, so we have to be really wary of that, of how low we let Cofagrigus get. As the Draco Meteor came in, which I really didn't expect him to go for, to be honest, but the Cofagrigus went down at that point. It meant that Weavile could just come straight in, and at this point I was kind of thinking he's going to switch out. So I think I just ended up going for a knockoff. And I set up a sub. I did get a sub up. So I was sub in 3 moves, I think. I went for a knockoff. I did like 37%. Got rid of the smooth rock. And he went for an earthquake. Obviously got rid of my sub. We're down to 54% now, which is quite low for Weavile to be at. So I didn't really like that. So we just switched out to Tangrowth as he went for it. Got his stealth rocks up. We probably could have gone. We could have gone for an offensive move there, but again, I'm not really too bothered. He doesn't want to take a Giga Drain, so he goes out into the Mega Manectric. As I just went for a Leech Seed, which I did miss, unfortunately. It is quite unfortunate, and but I didn't want to take a Heat Wave, so I went into the Zapdos, take 25% from rocks. As he went for a Flamethrower, I did 23%. So Zapdos really quite low now. After oh no, it evens out the Sandstorm and everything. He went for a Thunderbolt and Zapdos went down. So I'll stop right there just to kind of say, just kind of assess the situation. We haven't had a very good start, to be honest. It usually happens to me, to be honest. First game of the season, I'm not really used to the team. Perhaps I hadn't put a lot of threat, especially so that especially in the situation that I'm building my own teams. I usually have a bit of help prepping because I'm not the best at it. So I'm building my own team, so that's something to get used to as well. But at this point, I knew that I could just go out into Heracross. I did have Scarf Heracross with Earthquake. So he didn't want to be taking that. He went out into Mienshao, which did 62%. I assumed he would be Scarf Mienshao, so I didn't stay in. I didn't want to stay in. I switched out to Tangrowth, my physical wall, to take what he decided to go for. The knockoff came in, So I could have actually probably stayed into it and I would have lost my choice scarf. But he went out into the Mega Manectric because I went for another Earthquake. Unfortunately, with the Intimidator, it didn't do as much as I had hoped. But I tried to play Mind Games. I thought he would go for a Volt Switch, but he just went straight up Flamethrower, which it ended up obviously taking out my Tangrowth. I was physically defensive, so my special defense was absolute butter. And at this point, I know I can bring out Heracross again and go for another Earthquake. So I did take out the Mega Manectric. And with that, he knew that he could just go around to me and Shao, outspeed me. So I didn't want to risk that. I went out to Keldeo, hoping for another knockoff, which he did give me. Gave me the justified boost. I lost my Assault Vest, but not a problem. He goes out into the Gouge, whereas I went for a Skull, so he took that really, really well. We got the burn off, not that it matters. And with our Assault Vest gone, we weren't dealing with things very well. And at this point, I knew it was game over at this point. He got a crit. I don't know if it mattered. Keldeo is pretty bulky, but I don't know. So I was happy to go out to Weavile at this point. Obviously, I didn't want to sub up because he could have just got into Gigalith and killed me. So I just went straight for the Icicle Crash. I went for a knockoff on the Manaphys. I didn't do anything because he has a Z move, and he went for Z Rain Dance, which I didn't know was a thing. I didn't know that Z status moves were allowed. Apparently they are, and this meant that he outsped my Heracross, which otherwise might have actually had a chance at winning. Probably not with the Mienshao there, but it is what it is. We lose 4-0 in our first game in the season. Not too much to worry about, to be honest, because as I said, Frostfire is a really good battler. We know this from our time in the APA, and it's our first game with this team. So we can't be too hard on ourselves. Next week we play Pokehendo and the Motor City Meganiums. Again, another Formula APA member. So hopefully we can even things up and go 1-on-1 after 2 weeks. That's the plan anyway. Thank you for watching, guys. I've been Avoid for Dan. If you enjoyed today's video, make sure you smash that like button down below, and make sure you check out everyone else in the league as well. I put all their links in the description, most probably, if I remember. But yeah, that's everything. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace.